Howdy people, and welcome to this video where we're gonna be getting a nice carry game, I guess, in the Foch 155. The terrible French tank destroyer, which doesn't have a turret, doesn't have armor, and doesn't really have a good gun either. Yeah. When this tank first got released, it was broken, I guess. It was OP'd. It was fast, had armor, really good gun handling. But I guess it got over-nerfed after that. And right now it's one of the least played tier 10 TDs, I guess. Yeah. Well, we're on Siegfried line. Foch 155 doesn't really have armor, as I said, so I can't really go in the city and brawl too much. I want to take a little bit of a more indirect approach in this game. So I'm gonna stay up the hill a little bit here at the beginning and see if my teammates maybe get some spots off, maybe, so I can actually get some damage off. I try to play the Foch multiple ways. If you do play this TD, you're probably gonna find it the hard way. It is definitely not a aggressive type of tank, because even the, let's say, the least armored tier 10 TD, besides this one, well, besides the Waffenträger, I guess the least armored tier 10 TD is the 268, I guess, and even that bounces a whole lot more shots than this one. I mean, it can get its sides overmatched, it can get the top overmatched. It's crazy. So I'm just waiting here for my teammates to give me some spots. At the beginning, it's not gonna be too, too interesting. It's just waiting around to actually get to snipe something. As I was saying, you're probably gonna find out the hard way. It's definitely not a aggressive type of tank. I mean, yeah, you can go in and clip a tier 10 tank, sure, no problem. But if you do miss any of your shots or bounce them, or if you get detracked, you're pretty much done. You got, I think, like 50 seconds reload time and also 5 seconds between the shots with terrible aim time. So not exactly the, I don't know, like a 263 for it. Maybe with a 263 you could be a little bit more aggressive because it has some armor to go with, but not with this one. So nothing's really happening for the first part of the game. I decided to go in the city because I really don't get any spots there, and I don't think the enemy team is there. I'm gonna go on the 8th line and see if I can actually clip anything. I really do hope Wargaming is gonna give this tank some love just by removing the autoloader and giving it some decent gun handling would make it a lot better. I'm not saying that's the only thing they gotta denote, but just by doing that, it will be better, because this autoloader gun is not doing it any justice at all. I want to wait for the FV183 and E100 to come in. Unfortunately, it's not happening, and we're just driving into a pretty unfriendly environment for a tank of this type. There's a Jagdpanzer there. I guess he saw me, so I want to pop a shot into him. I get the lower plate, and I decided he's already trying to side scrape and stuff, so yeah, I wanted to run away, but he got my sights, so that was a pretty bad trade-off. But then again, if I would have stood in front of him, I still would have gotten shot. I just don't know if I would have done any damage. I got 2 shells left. I want to see if anything goes in. Really, I guess it is really pretty boring playstyle. Well, TDs in general have a pretty boring playstyle, but this one in specific, very boring. These guys are fighting here. I want to go in and do something. This T-28 nice back there, like just can't shoot them because of the building in front. I obviously can't take any more shots. At this point, I'm being pretty much useless for the team, you know? I can't go anywhere, man. I just can't go. The best thing to compare this thing would be like with a... I don't know, a Rheinmetall. A Rheinmetall with an autoloader. But Rheinmetall has good gun handling. That's how it feels. It's purely glass cannon, man. Purely glass cannon. Your only defense is your burst, which is not exactly a burst, because in order to unload your full clip, you need 10 seconds plus. There we go, got a shot on the 1 Honda. That was a nice roll, 921. And the second one, and I gotta run, because I don't have shells anymore. And he was about to shoot. So in the time I actually went in for that E100, because he shot, and shot him twice, he was almost reloaded. If I would have stayed there one more second, I'm pretty sure I would have died. Not exactly the greatest burst, but I guess this could be a way to further balance autoloader tanks. Give it bigger time between shells. I'm not saying this thing is balanced, not at all. It's very bad. Okay, I'm almost reloaded. I think the Yakmaz is gonna go for that TVP at some point. So I wanna stay here and maybe get a couple of shots into him. Nothing else is happening. Really, when you're playing this thing, you're gonna feel so useless. It is definitely not a rewarding tank at all. I mean, maybe rewarding because if you do get a good game in it, yeah, it's gonna feel good because it's a bad tank. But doing these kind of plays, just sitting at corners and sniping most of the time, not being able to help the team because you would get wrecked instantly, is definitely not rewarding and doesn't make you want to play these kind of tanks, you know? Well, the Yakmas is not getting spotted. I'm still gonna aim there. I got nothing else to do at this point. We're just sort of lucky that the enemy team is not pushing in. They could kill this guy super fast. And I pop a shot in the Yak Panzer and fall back because I don't want to get wrecked by him. He already took most of my health with one shot, so... And he's just standing at the corner waiting for me to go in. And I took 2 fast shots from the TVP there. Not good, but at least he dies, so... Yeah, I got my 2 shots left. I can't do anything. The only way I can help that TVP is if the Yak Panzer goes in and turns to him. I about got a shot on the batchet though. He deaded. And I got 1 shot left, so... At this point I think the Yak Panzer is thinking, oh, this guy's reloading, that's why he went behind the building. So that's my lucky break that I need. This guy's reloading, I'm gonna go kill him. But he's gonna be in for a surprise. Then again, I could always bounce this shot right, and then I'll be in deep shit. Yeah. Pretty greedy here, friend. Pretty greedy. I got the kill on the Yak Panzer. We collected 4k damage so far. I think it's time to run away though. This is a position of no return, so I gotta run. There's a 1A3 that could come in. There's also Aizu on the other side, which could also come in, so I think it's time to retreat and find a better position. And since we're in a disadvantage, let the enemy team attack. Let's go to the hills, boys, to the hills. Really don't understand why Wargaming doesn't want to give some love to this tank. It's been so bad for so many patches now. Do you really not care about the least popular tanks nobody wants to play? I mean, TDs in general are so unpopular these days because they got nerfed into the ground. The only TDs that actually tend to still work are the ones who have some armor on these corridors. I'm gonna stay here because there's this tree that got knocked out and wait for the enemy tanks to come in. Of course, if I can surprise them and get the first shot off, I could be in an advantage. So, still a very passive game, but there's no way around it. It's pretty much how you can play with the Foch. There's a nice going in. I got the kill. Now I gotta go down. because Artie might shoot me. I'm not gonna reload yet because I have no idea what the 1 and 3 is. I just have 2 shots so I can kill him. By all means, if you have a platoon mate with you with this tank, something with armor, not like an E100 or a mouse, you can play it aggressive. No, he goes in, he takes a shot, boom, you go in and clip. Sure. But as far as it goes for solo play, you really can't do much with the Foch 155. Depend on your team way too much. I decided to stay at this corner. I was thinking the FV1 and 3 is gonna come on this side, so I should take a peek in this corner, maybe get a shot on him, surprise him, and then run away. At least that was the plan. Let's see if he's actually gonna come in. Come on, 1 and 3, don't be shy. There we go. He came in. You got a D-track and a very, very lucky fire. If I wouldn't have gotten that fire, he probably would have shot and killed me. Because regardless if he would have shot AP or Hesh, I would have probably been dead, you know. Don't know how he could bounce on me. And there's only 1 shell left to kill Artie. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. Racked up 5.7k damage so far. Not a lot, but very few are gonna be the occasions where they're actually gonna gather up a lot of damage with this thing. Very few. So let's go for the Artie. This road is blocked, so I gotta go around. Not really confident going towards the Artie because he's definitely gonna be in a bush. He's gonna be camouflaged, and we, as we're coming towards him, we're gonna lose our camo value on the move, or most of it. So most likely he's gonna spot us first, which is not gonna be the greatest thing. But we gotta go. No way. And since we're going together, we got better chances of winning this. I guess he's gonna be somewhere behind the houses. There it is. Yep. I don't want a snapshot because this gun is super unreliable, so I'm not going to. He killed the SU and he's hiding behind the house now, so I can't shoot him. I'm definitely not gonna go for him because that's not gonna be good for me. I don't have a turret, he does. I'm just gonna fap in this bush here and let him go out because he's probably gonna go out at some point. There it is. And we got a killer Reno. There it is, boys. Pretty passive game. Don't have a choice though with this kind of tank. We got the Ace Tank Reno, 59k credits, 1572 XP, and the high caliber. 6176 damage, 5 kills, 1048 base XP. And we even managed to make a profit, 27k credits. Didn't have to shoot gold, but I'm running coffee on this tank, so it was okay. We're pretty much done with the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And tell me what you think about the Foch in the comments below. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? What do you guys think they should do to it to actually give it a fighting chance? Thank you all for watching and goodbye.